So that are the kind of tips that, give your players, whatever level you're doing, whether that be kids, girls, women's, men's. What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another REFSIX weekly vlog. So this week we are at Tooting Mitcham, a club that we've done before but never been to. So if I record it there, you were the away team at Guernsey on the day. They are playing Westfield, another team I've never met before. So we're very much looking forward to it. Today is Wednesday and I've just had confirmation from the club about the time, the place, and both teams' kit colours. So the time is 3 o'clock. The date is Saturday, the 15th of October, and we're ready and raring to go. So like I said, it's Wednesday today. I've just been for a run. So when I run in Nike Pegasus. I think these are the 37s. I know people have asked me what I run in. I have a free train on, so I can have my phone and my ear buds in as well, which I think are Beats. Quite comfy, and obviously the return of the hairband. So we're gearing up. It feels like I haven't refereed in a while, but I can't remember the last game I did. I think it was Sittingbourne versus Burgess Hill, but that feels like a while ago now. So who knows how it's going to go. I'm looking forward to it. Come along for the week. I'll probably catch up with you at some point in the week as well. But enjoy the rest of the week of training, and I will see you on match day. Good morning, everyone. So it is 9:30 in the morning. I have to leave the house at 12, so I have roughly 2.5 hours to sort myself out. I'm actually really looking forward to today, and what I didn't realise is tomorrow is a little bit different because I have a core camp again tomorrow. So like we have one of 4 scheduled meetings a month, 4 scheduled meetings a year, and tomorrow's the first one. So hopefully I get some chats with everybody else, see how their games got on, and travelling with the other boys as well. So that's tomorrow. That's a tomorrow problem. But today is match day. So pre-match walk now. Then I'm going to pack my kit bag maybe, or have pre-match first. I don't know what it is, but it pre-match is already sorted. It was yesterday's dinner left over. So it's match day. Let's do this. I'm very much looking forward to it. It's a long drive, but the weather looks sunny and it looks like it's not going to be too cold. So fingers crossed we're all right. Let's get this show on the road. Okay, so it is about 11 o'clock. It's time to pack the kit bag up. So this is what I'm bringing for an Isthmian League South Central game in the middle. So I am the centre referee. It's all packed and ready to go. But this is the stuff we're bringing. Start off very simply. Bag, wash kit, boots, boot spray because my feet stink. Bag for dirty kit, box of tricks, apple hydration thing for half time, and strawberry and lime hydro tabs. Sweets, the crime sheets. So somebody asked about these, what they are. So if I open it up sometime today, it basically has the competition, the home team, the players that you caution any rules broken, and sort of some other admin stuff. And you give one to the home team and one to the away team. It's carbon paper. Mid-layer, warm-up top, 2 match tops, old one, new one. They're almost sort of very similar, but this is the one without the collar, so it's sort of continuity. Match shorts, 2 pairs of Max socks, Nike and True socks. I'll probably wear my True socks. Under shorts and under shirt. No long sleeve yet. I'm going to brave it out for 1 more week. The only thing I need is a towel, and my flags are in the car. So I'm going to pack all this up and get ready for pre-match meal. It's 20 to 12 now. I've got 20 minutes. Feeling quite relaxed actually. Like I feel like I've got a lot of time on my hands. I feel pretty organised today, which is good. But pre-match is bean chili. So it's vegan, which is nice. Different meal for me. We had it last night. It was really nice, quite spicy as always. But the plan is, well, what's in it is rice, 3 types of beans, tomatoes. It's quite a big meal because what I'm doing is I'm leaving slightly earlier. Leaving at 12, games at 3, so I want to make sure I'm properly carved up, have a slightly bigger meal. Still got 3 hours till kick-off. I know that's not everyone's taste, but for me it works. I don't eat breakfast, so it's a bigger meal today. But like I said, feel quite organised, feel quite calm actually. I'm sort of ready and raring to get this show on the road. So eat this, and then I'm going to jump in the car. As always, my pre-match playlist is here. I know a lot of you have enjoyed it. Some absolutely random rockers on there. But if you want to add anything, comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But now it's time to eat up and head to the ground. Okay, so I'm here with
Brendan,
and we've just finished the game. How did you find that?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
Enjoy it?
I enjoyed it. Yeah, the shower was lovely.
Yeah, we got a bit wet halfway through. How many lines have you done? It's your first year, 4, a couple of lines.
Oh, that's 3. That's my 3rd, I reckon.
Yeah, and how are you finding them so far?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
enjoying this new step up in level.
Yeah, enjoying the new level. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, is there anything you have taken out of today's game?
No, I think you obviously at the game flow.
Yeah,
and the players appreciate that. No, it's good. Yeah.
So we've
got
got
some advantage and
plenty of advantages. But yeah, it's all good so far. So we've enjoyed today, and we're back together in a couple of weeks' time. So you'll catch him again in a couple of weeks. But
see you then.
The next day.
Okay, so we have just finished up at Core today. It's been a Core event over in Eastleigh. I travelled with these boys who are
Pablo,
JP and Ryan.
And what have we done today, / what did you take out of it?
No, it was a really good day, packed with a bit of a fitness session first of all for us, and a bit of a technical session on Series 4 playing handball.
Yeah.
And lots of good points to learn. It was a good day and good development points to take all around.
Just that socialisation aspect really, just going through, we had a session in the afternoon where we were going through people's clips. John had a few in there today, so it was quite interesting to actually go through the clips rather than other referees actually go through what we've gone through ourselves and actually learn from your own mistakes rather than errors from higher up the ladder.
Yeah. And one thing you've taken out of today, Ryan?
Probably just learning on how to control your fitness and like your recovery outside of game days.
Yeah. So yes, as JP kindly pointed out, I got dug out for clips today. But we live and learn, and they were pretty poor. But yeah, it's been good. I was in a different session to these boys. I did a speed endurance session, which probably wasn't too ideal considering our game yesterday, but we live and we learn. Where are you boys at next week?
That is a very good question. Vardinians.
Tuesday night game at Horsham and then Saturday in the Vars.
Middle at REFSIX.
There we go. So we wish these boys good luck, and I'll hopefully catch up with you soon. But I will see you guys tomorrow for analysis. Hello. So it's time to debrief the Tooting game. I've got my stats on my iPad here. As you see, Tooting won. Tooting lost 2-0. It was a bit of a relegation, not relegation. We're not even at Christmas yet. It was more of a, bottom of the table clash. Both teams wanted to win, both looking for a win. The first thing I noticed from the game was that my management was good. Worked with both the captains well. Both captains wanted to work with me as well, which was really handy. In terms of the skipper was like, look, I want to talk and I'm going to ask you the questions. I said, look, I'm happy to answer them as long as they're at the appropriate times. And he was like, yep, I'm going to keep asking. So I'm going to keep answering unless you start getting rude. And he was like, yep, fair enough. But stats wise, I came off the game feeling like I'd worked really hard. I was like, cool. Yeah, we had a shower halfway through and I was like, cool, yeah, I think I've worked hard. 8.5k. But let's pick that out. So 8.5k, more in the second half than it was the first half. But heat map wise, looking at it, I'm not everywhere, but I'm in some really wide positions. But I'm not in that centre circle as much. I'm very much down that right hand flank. I think right hand flank, depending on which side it is. It's either the left winger or the right back. But first half wise, very much in the central, sort of all over the place. It was very much in the middle of the park the first half, very long ball up and down. Whereas in the second half, if we can see, it's like a really nice heat map, and I felt a lot more fluid in the second half, which is a common thing for me. In terms of sprint map though, wow, What a wacky looking sprint map this is. But we'll break it down first half here. In all seriousness, I'm quite happy with that. One really quick sprint down the left-hand side, down the left winger's side. Some off the pitch, but that probably is just me calibrating it poorly. But some nice sprints in the right areas, actually. Clearly following the play well. And in the second half, other than this one straight across, which in this bottom corner here, I highlight it. I think that's basically from a corner, and I had to get the brakes on because they played it short, and then there was a lot happening in front of my assistant right, so I thought I'd squeeze play, so I had to get over quickly. But some really nice long ones, actually. If we highlight two coming through the centre circle, like really nice long sweeping medium movements as well. So, just under 26 kilometres an hour. So hopefully you think at the top end of that. So only one red sprint, but it's good. It probably wasn't a game that I needed to. There wasn't a lot of quick breaks. It was a lot of long balls, and then you just sort of like follow the ball in. The keeper would get it. He'd boot it up the other end of the pitch. Heart rate wise, you can see I got to 180 beats per minute, which is near enough, zone 5. But it is zone 5 for me because max heart rate is 220 minus your age, and I am 26. So that is my max heart rate. So my max heart rate is 194. So yeah, fun fact for everyone. That's how you work out your max heart rate, roughly speaking, like loosely, without having to do any statistical tests. And you can see if we scroll down as well that I was in those heart rate zones quite a bit as well, in terms of like zone 4 for a lot of the time as well, 35 minutes basically, 34.08. So yeah, moving on to misconduct. If we go on to match view and have a look, nothing in the first half at all whatsoever. Then a foul tackle in the 73rd minute for the first yellow for Tooting, which I thought was fair because he basically tackled the guy off the ball. So I was like, no, I'm not really having this. The second one was for a foul tackle on the 76th. It was basically a revenge tackle. He thought that he was, should we say, aggrieved, and the guy should have been sent off when it wasn't even a foul. So I don't really know what he was complaining about. He's like, he stamped on me. Even his skipper was like, nah, he's not stamped on you, mate. So he went in and basically clipped the guy's heels at the back, bang out of order. Absolutely no need for it whatsoever. And then 3, delaying the restarts, which makes sense as well, because if we discuss those delaying the restarts, that makes sense because they wanted to slow the game down. Westfield, all 3 for Westfield. They're smart, and that's what I've learned at this level. They are quick and they are switched on upstairs, so it allows them to try and get away with things that they probably would normally get away with. And because I got stung in an assessment earlier on this season, I'm so much more switched on to it now. So I'm not letting them get away with it. And they came up to me afterwards and were like, yeah, fair enough. So do you know what I mean? Like, they know what they're doing. They're expecting the yellow card. And at first, a couple of weeks back, if you guys want to watch it again, I won't be watching it again because I watched it enough when I was editing it. I thought it was probably a bit harsh at the time. And the more I've looked at it and tried to switch on to it, I think the assessor, I thought it was right anyway. I took it on the chin anyway. But yeah, they are switched on and they are smart at this level. And at county league level, they're a little bit, you can probably be a little bit naive about it, but at this level you can't, because they are very, very, very switched on. They know what they're doing, and they're prepared to take the yellow card as well. So, yeah, that was the game. I really enjoyed it, actually. Plenty of handshakes at the end. I haven't checked my club marks, but I think they were going to be quite good. No assessor either. So, what day is it today? Wednesday. So hopefully I'll pick up. I've got a game Saturday. And then I haven't got a game Tuesday, but I've got a middle in a week's time. So 2 weeks break, or a week break, and then back into the middle. So yeah, so far so good. We're enjoying the season. We've just got to keep going, really. I feel like every game I'm getting stronger, but I also feel like the reason I'm doing so well this year, especially with the clubs, is my management skills are really good in terms of talking to the players and being open and honest with them in terms of being, look, if I've made a mistake, I'm sorry, boys, but we're going to have to move on because, we can't keep harking up about this. Or, look, gents, this is what I've seen and this is why I've given it. Like, I'm happy to say that, but it's not going to change my mind because that's genuinely what I've seen, and we can move on. So that are the kind of tips that, you know, give your players, whatever level you're doing, whether that be kids, girls, women's, men's, you know, talk to the players. That's all they want. They want an open communication line. If you're going, you know, get out of my face, leave me alone, I'm not talking to you, and not even give the players a chance, that's where they're going to get frustrated. So that's what I've learned. So that's my tip for you people this vlog. As you can see, I obviously met a new assistant as well, Brandon as well. He was really good. Scott didn't want to be on camera, but he's really a great assistant. He's a specialist assistant. So in terms of the day, it was really good. I flew back as well from Tooting, no stuck in traffic, so that was great. But yeah, so far so good, and we move on to Dover, but I will sign off in a bit after my recovery session. So that is the end of the vlog. This is Future John checking in because I forgot to film the outro after my recovery session. So Tooting was good. The clubs didn't like me. Well, one club did and one club didn't, which is a bit annoying because I won't say who didn't do as well as they wanted, so they marked me poorly, which is a common problem with clubs, but I think we're going to cover that in a REFSIX podcast, so keep tuned for that one. But as always, I prepared for Dover, which is a good vlog actually, a new ground somewhere that we haven't been before, and with a new team as well, someone I like very much, and one of the new level 3s as well. So that will be next week's vlog, so make sure you tune in for that one. But as always, thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below if you want to see anything, new content, you know, want me to cover anything, talk about anything. We want to hear it. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you at the next REFSIX weekly vlog. See ya.